Alright guys, this is a video on my traxxas Stampede 4x4 VXL, and I'm going to be showing you the mods that I did to it, so stay tuned. The first mods I have to my traxxas Stampede 4x4 is a J Concepts overtray. And I only use this in the rain on a 3S lipo. When I mean in the rain, I'm not really going out and splashing through puddles, and this is not a waterproof system, so I'm pretty careful. And then when I had the body on it, I don't have any issues. Really haven't had an issue of getting water down in here and harming the electronics. So there's a hole in it for venting of the hot air that builds up inside. If that hole wasn't there, and get condensation build up in there, which could harm the electronics inside. Next upgrade I have is a battery expansion kit by Traxxas. Just had the 23mm battery strap on it, expansion kit. Next, my motor needs to see are Castle Creations Mamba X Pro SET combo 2400 kV. We got the Castle Creations fan on it. Just have it Intergy heat sink without the fan on it. Traxxas motor mount, aluminum motor mount. My gearing is, I believe it's 20/50, 20 tooth pinion and 50 tooth spur on it. My servo is a SW1210 SG Savox servo. I had a, here, let me look. My old servo I had, which was a Savox SW0231 MG. I've had major issues with this servo. It's my second one I've had, and they run extremely hot, and they just don't last. So I was done with these servos, and I just went to get one of the best servos you can get because I was done with them. So I bought the Savox servo, the upgrade. I guess one of their better ones they have. I got the lower body mod on here, just to lower the body down. My tires are J Concept G-Locks tires on here. My shocks, I just recently got these shocks. I got them at my hobby shop for $50 for the front and rear used. They're basically brand new shocks though, so I scored a deal at my local hobby shop on some used shocks, but basically brand new. So Proline Power Strokes, they had the stock springs on them front and rear, so I got the preload pretty stiff until I get some spring, until I get a spring kit. The shock weight on it is 55, factory team fluid. Got the Traxxas front and rear sway bars on it, black springs, black sway bar. I've got RPM front and rear arms on it. Got Traxxas rear aluminum hub carriers in the back, and then the front I've got Traxxas aluminum hub carriers. I use a stock horn on the servo. Never had a problem with it stripping out, and it clears. So I get a tiny bit of rubbage on the drive shaft. Just had to adjust my endpoints. Next thing, I got MIP X duties on it, front and rear. X duties, the rear. X duties on the front. I have a locker in the back, just to make it more versatile. Can't physically turn it. The front is open diff, so it can steer. On the front, I have RPM caster blocks. I have a not G Concepts, a Racer's Edge glitch buster, just to help with the glitching on the Savox servo. And that is basically it for the truck. The batteries I run, I have a SMC factory spec, 5000 milliamp, 3S lipo. It's a 50C constant, 100C burst. Left battery, Traxxas connector on it. This battery, that battery I just use for fun, play around with. I don't want to get too carried away. You just want to go inside and just play around for a little bit, and then use this battery also in the rain, because on these 5S lipos I got two 5S lipos, Z Power, which is a brand by SMC. They're 4,500 milliamp, 30C constant, 18.5 volt 5S lipo batteries. You can see they're 5-cell batteries. I had traxxas connectors soldered on because they come with Dean's or some other connector you can get, but no traxxas connectors, so I got these soldered on. Got two of these. Soft shell, they don't make a hard shell version of this battery that'll fit directly in. All these batteries are the same size batteries, so they all are direct drop-in with the expansion kit. I just run two foam spacers that come in the packaging of the SMC batteries. Just cut them to fit in there. On 5S lipo, which is the motor's max, but the EC can handle up to 6S. But this battery, 5S lipo, it is way more power than 3S. It'll pick the wheels, it'll pick the front end right up off the ground, going pretty fast. So those are my upgrades. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.